Hey everybody, Janine Truitt. Welcome to Ask Czarina. I am checking in not on an HR related subject per se, but just on a human subject. And, you know, given the platform that I have, I feel like I have a not only an obligation, but a right to voice my concerns about what's going on in this country at the moment from a race perspective. So I am plenty angry. I'm furious. I I used to be numb, but I'm furious. I cannot believe, being a first generation American and seeing the kind of things play out on the news and in the media and in real life the way that they have been, in my opinion, this is the worst that I've ever seen race relations in my 32 years on this earth. And I feel like my grandfathers, both respectively, one from Guyana, South America, and another from Trinidad and Tobago, must be rolling in their graves at the moment to see what this country's come to. Um, there's just such a superiority complex amongst some whites. And, it's mind boggling for me to wrap my mind around the idea that, somehow black people are eternally angry and angry for no reason. And slavery was X amount of years ago. And, you know, people just didn't follow the rules. And it's like, is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? I mean, Sandra Bland, there's just been so many. I can't even name them all. But Sandra Bland in particular, for me, shook me to my core because I'm a black woman. And not that I've ever been to Texas other than going through their airport, but that could have been me. That could have been my mother. That could have been any number of people that I know. And what I saw in that dashboard cam, it just doesn't make sense to me. And, something's got to change. The whole, love one another kind of thing. I'm down with it. And I love all people. My friends are like the United Nations. They always have been. So, don't take me wrong when I speak how I'm speaking right now, which is very frankly, because, I'm a person that grew up in a household and in a family that is extremely multicultural, extremely worldly, in the sense that all sorts of people from every walk of life, culture, race, creed, and otherwise traipse through my home growing up. And so what I'm saying is not, oh, I hate every white person. No, I don't. I've got some in my family. I don't. But I do hate the type of white person that seems to feel like they are superior to my people, and the kind of person that can see something like someone being shot in the head or somebody not being written their given their rights in the proper manner and then being dragged from their car and being told that they would be lit up, and not seeing how there's an injustice in that, or saying somehow that they're conflicted with what they're seeing, um, when there's no conflict whatsoever and there's no means for neutrality. It is what it is. It's a human being of color that um, was mistreated and ended up dead at the hands of a white man. And it's happening over and over and over and over again. And all I see is black people are under siege. That's what I see. And I'm not sure where it's going to lead, but I don't think that the outcome will be good unless somebody or a lot of people in this country wake up and get this under control, because it's way, way, way out of control. Um, I have been, rather conflicted for some time whether or not to say anything, largely because the second you say something, somehow you're a Black Panther, or you hate all white people, or, somehow you get painted as something that you're not. And so, I run the risk of that, and I realize that, um, because I know who I am and I know what I'm not. Um, but, there's nothing anybody can tell me differently about what I'm seeing play out right now. And, just even the rhetoric uh, with our 2016 candidates, namely Mr. Trump, with, my Latino brothers and sisters, I don't play that either. So it's not just like I'm on here to talk about Black votes. It's like, the us Black folks are under siege, but, the Latinos are getting it just as bad as well, just with the rhetoric. And, I have a sense none of us are going to stand for it come 2016. Um, I don't want to get terribly political, but I feel like as a human, as a Black woman, as a mother, a wife to a Black man, a mother to a Black son, um, a minority in general, and an entrepreneur in this company, in this country, I feel like I have, an obligation to express how I feel and to say that I am not in agreement with what I'm seeing, that I'm not happy about it, and that if I find any means to support the causes of people in my community who are combating this kind of thing, I'm going to be down. Period. End. It's not a hashtag thing. It's not a fad. I'm not joking. It's just really reached a peak with me where now, don't talk to me about all lives matter. Yeah, we know that. No problem. We get it. Got it. Yes. Every human life matters. But right at this moment, Black lives are under siege. And so, you know, that counter argument is weak. It's weak. And it's a tit for tat. And it's another reason for white folks, some white folks, to not have to face the issue dead on, face to face, which is that Black people are still prisoners in what is supposed to be their home, the US. And I just think that we look terribly, terribly asinine and stupid on the world stage, that a world power like us does not even have the compassion or gumption to manage our own citizens in a humane manner. Yet we can be in other people's countries telling them what they're doing wrong and trying to tell them the better way to do it. And so, perhaps we need to just keep our mouth shut. Maybe we need to stick at home and fix what's going on at home, because home is mighty messy right now. Mighty, mighty messy. So that's all I'll say about it for now. I had it on my heart. I needed to get it off. And now you know how I feel. If you disagree, you're well within your right. If you agree, and other than that, come on, guys. Like, let's be kind to one another. Let's be good to one another. Let's stop killing one another. Let's try to understand where, both sides are coming from. I mean, good God, this just shouldn't be the case. And I'll leave you with that. Take care.